Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a very small book haul. I haven't done a ton of book shopping. For one, I'm trying to read down my to-be-read pile of the books that I actually own and get through some of those that I've been wanting to read for a while. And two, there just aren't that many books that I really want to buy. Although most of these are probably... well, I wouldn't say most of them. A few of them are impulse buys because I can't stay away from my local used bookstore. I just can't. So let's get started and I'll show you what I've purchased. Alright, so the first one I did not actually buy. It was sent to me from Goodreads, the First Reads program. I won this book in one of their giveaways, and so I was provided with an advanced reader copy in exchange for an honest review, and that is The Buried Giant by Kazu Ishiguro. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but yes, this is his new book that is coming out in March, and I have already read this and I will be reviewing it, but that review will probably not come for a while because I want to put it out around the time that the book comes out so that you guys can hear about it closer to when you can actually buy it. But I got this one from Goodreads. The next two I grabbed on a trip to my local used bookstore when my friends were in town. I had two of my bridesmaids come down to help me shop for a wedding dress, and while one of them was still here, she wanted to go to our local used bookstore because I talk about it so much, and so I took her over there, and of course I bought books. I can't help myself. The first one is the Takato Road. I don't know. I'm really terrible with pronunciation. It's a novel of feudal Japan, and I don't know, the summary for this just seemed really interesting, and so I picked it up. It was in the historical fiction section, and I think one of my friends from college has actually read this, so maybe I'll have to ask her how she liked it, but I decided to pick it up and just sort of check it out. And the next one is one that I think many of you have probably heard of, especially those of you who watch Sam's channel, Novels and Nonsense, because she talks about it an awful lot, and I may or may not have gone looking for it when I was there, and that is Enda by Sherwood Smith, and I am super excited to read this. Sam talks about it all the time, and I'm very, very intrigued. I don't think that I will get to it until March, but I am definitely excited to give this one a read and hopefully love it as much as she does and continue on with the series. So I made a second trip to my local used bookstore because this time my dad wanted to go. He has heard me talk about taking books over there and selling them for credit and then buying books there, and he's heard my grandmother talk about it, and basically everyone in my family apparently goes there. And so my dad really wanted to know sort of what he would get for some of the books that he wanted to sell back or sell to them, and then sort of see what all they had and sort of what their prices were and things like that. So I took him over there and sort of gave him the rundown, but obviously I couldn't leave without a book. So I bought The Wild Rose, which is the third one in the Tea Rose series, and it is the final book, so now I can officially marathon this series. I have the second one. I bought it a couple of months ago, and I had seen this one there, but I didn't buy it because I was like, I haven't read the first one. I don't know if I'm going to like it. Well, now I've read the first one, and I loved it, so I saw this for $5, and I could not pass it up, so now I have all three of them, and I will be finishing this series this year. I am determined. And then the last one is one that I think many of us probably bought in January, and that is Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This I ordered from Pal's Used Bookstore in Portland, Oregon. They had like a 20% off and free shipping code at the beginning of the year, and they had this for pre-order, so I ended up pre-ordering it with them because it was actually cheaper than Amazon, but also because I don't really love Amazon's business practices. So when I can get a book from somewhere else, I really, really will. And so I picked this up. I have not read it, but it is definitely going to be the one I pick up next, because why pre-order a book if you're not ready to read it? So yes, I'm going to be reading this after I finish the book that I'm currently reading, and I only have like 100 pages left in it, so I'm pretty sure that this will be something I start this weekend. See, I told you, short book haul. I didn't buy a whole lot of books, and I'm pretty sure that some of these books were bought, well, I guess they were all bought in January, or received in January. I am probably not going to be doing very frequent book hauls, and not because I'm on a book buying ban or because I am determined not to buy books to read down my TBR, but just because there are a lot of things that I want to read that I already own, so I'm going to focus on those. And I'm sure that I will make at least monthly trips to my used bookstore because that's what I do and that's what I love. I have some feelings on the whole argument about reading down TBRs and you shouldn't buy books and all of that, but maybe I will express those in a different video because a haul is not the place for that. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye!